Hello guys, Miss Marina here, and today we're going to be making some classic Play-Doh. And so here's the ingredients you're going to need. So you're going to need 1 cup of flour. You're also going to need 1/3 cup of salt. You're going to need 1 cup of water. You're going to need some food dye if you have it. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar and 1 tablespoon of oil. So first we're going to start by mixing together our dry ingredients in the saucepan. So I'm going to put my flour in the saucepan. I'm going to combine it with the salt. And yes, you do need a lot of salt because we do not want this dough to be sticky. I'm also going to measure out 2 teaspoons of my cream of tartar. Now you don't necessarily need to use cream of tartar if you do not have it. However, it does give it that more elasticy feel, but you do not necessarily need to use it if you do not have it. So now I'm going to give the dry ingredients a little stir. And so now I'm going to add my food dye into my water. This is the easiest way to kind of color the Play-Doh. It's easiest just to put it in the liquid and then add the colored liquid to the dry ingredients. I'm gonna add my water. I'm also going to measure out 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. And now we're going to go heat it on the stove over medium heat. And here we are, we're stirring. You gotta keep stirring because you don't want the bottom to burn. And you're looking for the Play-Doh to start to clump up. And so here we go, my Play-Doh is clumping. And so this is what it's gonna look like. And so now I'm gonna take it off of the stove. I'll let it cool for a little bit because it is hot. And so it's kind of cooled a little bit. And so now I'm just gonna take it out of the pan. And so now I'm going to dust my hands with some flour, and I'm going to knead the dough. And so it's got a really cool kind of elasticy kind of texture to it. And here's the Play-Doh. It's got an awesome texture. It's not sticky at all. It's very easy to kind of manipulate, very forgiving. Pretty easy to pull apart. Really easy to kind of roll into a ball. And here's some things that I kind of found around my kitchen, and so I wanted to give some ideas for some different kinds of activities you can do with Play-Doh, just with some kitchen utensils. And so here I have a bean masher, and so this could be a good gross motor activity, kind of pushing on it. It's super cool because the Play-Doh is not sticky at all, and so it made a really cool imprint in the Play-Doh. So that's super fun. Also using a cup, kind of like a cookie cutter of sorts, but just using a cup to kind of make some cuts in the dough. That's a good motor activity. Also using some tongs. Kids might use 2 hands for the tongs, and that's okay. But using the tongs to pick up the Play-Doh as a challenge and then put it in something. So this was pretty cool. The egg beater, making some imprints using the tip of the egg beater. Make an X, make a star. That'd be a good fine motor activity. Also a spatula. Practice kind of dragging it through the Play-Doh, making cuts, coordinating two hands. I also thought this one was pretty fun, so I have these little mini bread pans. So tearing off pieces of Play-Doh and then smushing it in there, using some motor skills to kind of get it smushed into this, almost like a mold. So push, push, push. Also poke, poke, poke. Use your finger to poke. Get it all in there. And then flip it upside down. Kind of give it a good whack. And there you go, a pretend cake made out of a little cake pan. So I thought that was pretty fun too. Anything in your kitchen can be used for pretend play. Thanks for watching, guys.